teacher's making me learn about economy. Like, what is that?
You mean economics?
Sure.
Need a little help with that.
Yeah.
I've always this convenient post-up hanging in the hallway. So do you know what type of economy we're in right now?
No.
It's called a recovery, and that's because in the 2008 we had a recession. And a lot that has to do with that is GDP.
GDP? I thought it was ABC. What are you talking about?
It's not the alphabet, it's GDP, gross domestic product.
And what's gross domestic product?
So that's pretty much everything that we buy gets added into the gross domestic product. And you want that to be the number to be decently high. And it's everything we buy minus the imports. Luckily, we only have 30% comes from imports, that means 70%.
The bar graph shows how over the recovery period, how GDP has steadily rose.
Comes from inside the US.
That's a big amount.
And we're clearly in recovery because from the first quarter we were in negative 2.7 and now we're all up to 0.8%. We got into the positive.
Wow.
Yeah. And all throughout the year we got 2.4% growth, which is very good. Now, do you want to know how this affects you? Maybe that'll help with your test.
I guess.
Okay, so it creates millions of new jobs.
This picture shows how there was a spike in employment in 2014.
Who needs a job?
Well, for those of us who need a job, it helps us. And also, if you do have a job, if you want one, it makes your wages go up. So that just means you have more money to spend. Yeah.
How people felt when they got a higher wage.
I still don't understand economy.
Did you say economy?
I said economy.
Okay, do you think another poster will help you?
Possible.
Okay, all right, let's try explaining this some more. So the GDP was at its lowest point in the U.S. in 1958, in quarter one, it was negative 9.97. Yeah, that's a lot. And then recently, in 2008, when the recession was, it was at negative 8.2.
Why are these numbers so low?
Because of the recession. So pretty much it was down, the GDP was negative for 2 quarters in a row.
This bar graph shows a quarterly GDP. The latest GDP is from 2016 quarter 1 at 0.8%.
So the GDP, and like I explained before, it does affect you a lot because everything you go out and buy, it adds into the GDP.
Oh.
Do you understand some of this now?
Somewhat.
This is too much. Can you explain?
Alright.
Oh.
Well, there's this thing, it's called CPI, Consumer Price Index, which currently is at 4%. Monthly CPI, starting in October of 2008, fell to the lowest point since July of 1949 at negative 0.9. Then, it fell to negative 1.8, which was the lowest ever in December of 2008. Ow.
This shows you the monthly CPI. The numbers in the data tell you the average change of prices over time. The most current data is from April 2016 at 0.4%. This shows inflation since it's a positive number, whereas negative numbers like negative 0.2% in February 2016 would show deflation.
Yeah, I know, you know what unemployment is?
No?
Didn't think so. April 2016, the rate was 5%. So 5% of people in 2016 in April did not have jobs. January 2010, it began dropping. January 2010, it was at 9.8%. That means 9.8% of people at that time did not have a job.
That's a lot of people without jobs.
Yes, it is. January 2016, 4.9% of people did not have jobs. In April 2016, which is kind of recent, 5% of people did not have jobs.
Wow. So at least it decreased a little bit.
The graph helps visually support what Maureen said. As clearly shown, the unemployment rate steadily declined all the way to 5% in April.
Clearly somebody's still a little bit confused, so.
3.
In 2007, the economy crashed and has been recovering ever since. Congress passed the 2008 stimulus bill, providing for roughly $800 billion in government spending and tax cuts to jumpstart the economy. Increased spending for expanded unemployment insurance to the tune about $54 billion a year.
What are you talking about?
Help with that. Do you want to look at this?
Why is there a circle on the wall?
Well, it's actually a business cycle, not circle. But that's because, have you ever heard of business production?
No.
Or also, so BP, business production. That just pretty much means how much people work. See?
Oh.
Yeah, and then, the more you work, the more real wages you get. RW, real wages, so pretty much the amount of money you make.
But why do you have to work to make money?
They don't just give you money.
Yeah,
It's
just
not
doesn't.
handed to you.
And then, if you make your money, then you can spend it, save it, or invest it. So, business production steadily has been going up along with real wages, and then spending and saving and investing, it slowly has risen over the years. So this all shows that the economy is doing well. If this is all going up, the economy is going well, it's all flowing well, and they all connect to one another.
I get it now. It just keeps going around and around.
Exactly.
Since the poster on the wall was too hard to read, on Google Drawing I made a more clear version of the business cycle. This is a comic of the never-ending cycle our government goes in every 10 years.
I hope Kayla did alright on that test. I think we taught her.
Guys, I did really good on the test. Now I can predict what even's going to happen next year.
You mean you actually understood the stuff?
Yeah, you guys taught me well. Alright, so next year I believe there's probably going to be another recession or GDP is going to fall or something.
Why do you think that?
Because usually every 10 years there's a recession. Because in 2008 was almost 10 years ago.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. See, it looks like we taught you something.
Yeah. I have a few ideas to fix the economy.
Oh, what are they?
Well, one is fiscal policy, which includes government spending and taxing. Like, you guys taught me a lot.
Oh, good.
Well, fiscal policy, I think the government should increase spending and lower the taxes, so they balance out in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's monetary policy, which includes,
So what do you think monetary policy includes?
well, I think it's the money supply and how that works. So I think they should increase the money supply and lower the interest rates. So
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. That's a good way to help fix the economy.
Yeah, I think so.
So when you guys talking about economics, I talked to my mom about it. We were talking about how the economy's changed from when she was childhood. She was saying how there's been so many ups and lows, and there's been a few recessions.
Oh, wow.
That's what my sister said. She said that it was really bad at one point, but over time it gradually got better.
Yeah, I was talking to my dad about it also, and he said he had a bunch of major effects on his life from the economy. Like in 2009, the financial crisis, since he is in IT, a lot of the sales went down, and they had to reduce expenses, and they couldn't even hire any new people because of it.
My sister had trouble getting a job too. She was young at the time, and it was really hard for her to get a job because there wasn't a lot of opportunity for younger people.
My mom told me, luckily she was employed, so she didn't really have a hard time, but many of her friends lost a job in the recession, so that was hard for them.
And then we were talking about ways that the economy can improve and what we should do. And my dad was saying that the government should reduce deficits and keep interest rates low. And they should create incentives for business to hire people. They should have government tax incentives so people want to hire people, so unemployment rate goes down.
We were also talking about inflation. She was saying how it was hard because sometimes her salary wouldn't increase when inflation would go up, so it was hard to afford more things.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sick of your workers slacking off and never doing their work? Is it affecting your business production? Don't worry now with the busy worker alarm.
Oh my god.
Who's not working?
Your employees will never slack off ever again, helping the business cycle and the economy. Order now for $59.
Site? Yeah, but it's all to refer to. I messed the information up.
Am I not asking if there's a circle on the wall?
Can you stop? Is that enough? Or yeah, that's good. That was good enough.
Well, now I know what it cannot.
Oh.
So,
Alright.
We were also talking about inflation.
Negative 8.2.
Start.
Oh my god, my teacher's making me learn economics.
Nice.
Numbers so low.
Okay, well they're low.
Recession.
No, I know. All right, wait.
Because of recessions.
Wait, am I asking that? Can you stop recording?